Hey everyone, Prepper Nurse 1 here. It's funny, I finished down here, did over by the bees, and I still had work to do in the upper meadow. So I went up there, took care of all that needed to get done up there. Like I said, Jason had done some of that up there, a good majority of it, but there was still stuff to do up there. So I did that, came back down here, parked the Kubota. Within inside of 5 minutes, Paul and Barbara and Jason showed up because I wanted to get that cut. It took me about 3.5 hours to cut everything. I wanted to get that cut before they got here because I didn't want them to have to sit around and wait for me to get that done. So all the grass is cut, but I'm going to show you in here. We're having a few issues because nothing is square. So Rob was having a tough time getting this cut right because you gotta cut it a certain way. So got the second sheet up here, got the insulation in up to this point, but yeah, it's gonna be gonna need a few hands to get that all squared away, and I think everybody was just kind of burned out and tired, and so that can always wait till next month. So it's not that big of a deal. So, but yeah, so we got those supplies are here. Once we get this side done, we're gonna go over on this side and do this side over here, this side of this beam, and then we'll save the center for last, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so that's where we're at with that one. We're going to walk around here a little bit. So Kim this weekend got her building ordered, and it should be coming. Well, they have it there at the shed place, but we got to wait for Lauren, the guy that does the delivery of the buildings, to give me a call, coordinate with me. When am I going to be home? When can he bring the building in? And we'll get that set up. So we're going to actually walk up the hill here, and I'm going to show you where we're going to put Kim's shed. It's a smaller one. I think it's like an 8x12, I believe. That's what she wanted. She didn't need nothing real super big, she said. She could always expand onto it later. I think the shed cost it's like $3,000, I believe, for that. So, but so this is all cut now. That's all cut. That all looks really nice now. I'm gonna lop off those things that are kind of hanging out, that have just been growing. You get a little bit of time, and Mother Nature wants to take everything back. It is not fun. We're going to be doing another video. I actually have one more project that I'm going to do by myself today, and I'll take you guys along for when I do that. And we'll also be doing, I'll show you what got done, in the road, and because we did have a second load come in, so I will show you that as well. But yeah, very productive overall weekend. We spent about $1,500 in stone, about another $600 in supplies. Again, none of the stuff, folks, none of it is cheap. Oh, okay, Sandy's still here. That's her car. So Jason had did over by their place, all the backside there. He had most of this done. Where you see the heavier on each side out here, that whole center part needed to be cut, so I cut that. But I did it the opposite way. He was cutting it in, and so like the first strip that I cut pushed everything out. I cut this here, Now, over here, you'll see the blue tarp, but we're going to walk down there so you get a kind of a better visual. Originally, she was thinking about being behind the shipping container. And so when we came up here the other day, she was like, well, I want to look at everything. And I'm like, that's fine. And like I said, her building is not a great big huge building. So we looked over here and she was like, can I put it there? And I was like, yep, that'll work. You can put it there. So that's where we ended up, where it's going to go. And when that comes in, I will show you that. So there's the bike. All right. So we'll walk over here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pear trees. We used to have 6. The 6th one was in the middle of these 2, but that one did not make it. So that kind of works out for Kim as well. So this actually sits back, so it's not going to be in the way of the shipping container at all. And it's a decent spot. She put the tarp down for now until it gets here, just to kill all the grass underneath. And actually she asked me just to leave the tarp there. So I'm like, okay. So when we get the building in, the tarp will stay there. They'll bring it in, they'll do what they got to do, and we'll go from there. But so that's kind of tucked back in here, which is going to be fine. And if she wants to go on the back side and make an addition, it does drop off, but not hugely. So she could actually build this way if she wanted to later on, you know, like build a bedroom addition type of thing. So, you know, that'll work. Now back here was where we had the bees, and I'll show you that. We had the bees back over here. We could still build something back here. There's plenty of room, even just for storage. So we could probably down the road here put like a little building in here for more storage room. You know, we always need more storage. That's one of the things that is not going to go away. But if we do that, we'll probably build that ourselves because it's going to be more difficult to get something in there. But so yeah, so Kim's building is going to go there. Hopefully it'll come in this week, and if it doesn't come in this week, it should come in next week. Like I said, it's at the shed place, but she, you know, they have to coordinate with me. And if I can, you know, find out what day I have off. I don't have any off this week coming up because I've had the last 4 days off. So, but, so yeah, so there's the Kubota. They're going to be taking that back with them. And there's that. So, all right, there's an update for you guys. It gives you an idea of what's going on. But everything looks really good. Much cleaner, which I like that. Eventually, you know, we will get another, well, either Rob's going to look at trying to get my lawnmower works, okay, but the deck is messed up. So he's got the components that we needed for that, and so he's going to be welding that on. So that's what's going to be happening there. But yeah, so enough to keep us out of trouble. Always enough to keep us out of trouble. But we'll hopefully get that squared away. Hopefully soon I'll be getting another push mower, and we'll cross all those bridges when we get there. Lots to do, you know, before we know it. Winter will be here. So I have my projects individually that I want to get done for my animals. And that will happen, you know, moving forward here. So, all right, guys, I am going to jump off for now. I hope you all are having a great day. I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.